Well, good morning people, how are we doing? It is upon us, the biggest day in the Scottish motor racing calendar. We have British Superbike weekend and the weather is looking terrible for today, not gonna lie. It's not looking great for today weather-wise. I mean, where I am just now in Galashiels is glorious sunshine. Now, I don't know how much of the weekend I am going to be doing. I said in the last vlog that yes, we have some big things going on in my personal life right now that requires me to be at home. Got some things to be doing, but we'll see what we can do. We're going up on the Friday. The traffic's going to be absolutely horrendous, and let's navigate this little roundabout. The traffic's going to be horrendous because the city bypass is full of weirdos that don't seem to be able to drive or join the motorway bypass thing at a regular speed. So we're going to be sitting in traffic for a little while. It is 7:15 in the morning and we are general population for this weekend. So we are parking in the, hopefully the gold season pass area. And we can hopefully not get stuck if the banking gets soggy, which is not fun. So we'll wait for that. It's going to be a good weekend anyway. The BSB is an amazing championship. I'm gutted I couldn't make it through for the media this weekend, but we'll get there this weekend. We'll make it through. We'll get a vlog up as well. Should be a great weekend, to be fair. If I can make it up all 3 days, it'll be a great weekend. I love the BSB. It is an amazing championship. The action is probably the best, if not the best, championship in the world, but even compared to the World Superbikes, it's absolutely phenomenal. So this is it. We've got the coffee in the car. We've got about an hour and a half drive, maybe more with the traffic, but we'll take it. The weather wise, the weather is looking like it's going to start raining very soon, so we'll see what happens. I'll take you along and we'll experience it together. So that's us here at the circuit. You can see the campsites really full. Weather-wise, still quite dry at the minute, which is decent. Seems like a double sunrise this morning, which is quite strange. Behind me here, there's like an orange in the sky still, so that's quite fun. They're just doing a wee bit of track inspection, a wee bit of track cleaning. The track at the minute is wet, so it's going to be a wet start to the day. We've got the sport bike out at 9 o'clock this morning, and that looks like Keane McDonald's going to be in that one. And then we've got the I think it's the Supersport after that, which we've got Keogh Walker in. And then we've got the Superbikes, which we've got Rory Skinner in. We've also got Ollie Barr and the Supersport as well. So we've got a few good Scottish lads that we can cover off this morning. Stepping right outside the comfort zone today with talking on camera while there's people cutting a bit, but got to get over that, really. It happens quite a lot now with these, people are used to it with the vlogs and stuff, so that's kind of what we're looking to share with everybody, what it's like to come along to a BSB here at Knockhill Racing Circuit. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've got. Just behind me here, the wind's quite strong, so it should keep the track dry, and if it does have a cloud cover clearance, then it shouldn't be too bad. So that's positive. The safety car's doing its rounds at the minute, big BMW, it's absolutely gorgeous. Sporting the Charlie Reynolds Racing hoodie the day. So yeah, welcome along to the BSB here at Knockhill Racing Circuit, and I hope you enjoy this wee vlog. I might make a video. Like I said before, I don't know how long or how many days I'll do it at the 3, just because of things that's going on at home with the move and stuff. But yeah, let's enjoy this weekend while we can, and hopefully it stays dry. Morning practice session is well underway with the British Supersport out just now. The weather's come in absolutely crazy. The drizzle and stuff coming in behind me. So I'm having to run back to the car so that I can get some cloths for the lenses. You can see behind me here, and I just about fell. Just behind me here, just on the track, I'm coming up towards the hairpin. You can see the Supersports. What a noise, man. So, see coming down there, holy shit. Oh, that back wheel bounce is mental. Right, I'm definitely going to have to shoot that, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I love that. So just coming into the back straight here, you've got them flying in, and the bumps at the back there are mad. Oh yes, that'll be getting shot in slow motion in 5 minutes when I come back. So that's what's going on now. I'll give you a look at some of the action while I'm shooting it. But that is insane. These guys are some talented boys, I'll tell you that. Holy jeez. Wowza. Yeah, so this is the British Supersport. The Superbikes are out next, that's why I'm rushing back to the car as quickly as I can. Hopefully I've not lost my keys. So it's the first outing of the weekend for the 2026 British Superbike Championship just behind me here at Duffus Dip. The rain's coming in again. Listen to the noise of these things, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I've came to the inside of the circuit, to the inside of Duffus Dip, just to try and catch some of the action coming through the bottom of the top of the hill here, and to show the drop off that actually happens from the turn itself. The weather's getting really bad again, you can feel the mizzle hitting my face, it's just non-stop as it's coming over. With Brad Ray. The track is wet basically all the way around. But the noise and the sight of seeing the British Superbikes back in Knockhill is always a fantastic sight to see. We love it up here, and the crowd's actually not too bad for a Friday, and with the weather, and the sight across to the Forth Road Bridge and stuff like that is stunning. Here we go again. You gotta love it, you gotta love it. The Yamahas sound phenomenal with that big booming engine. And the BMW, there was one of the BMWs earlier screaming along the straight, so everything's just spectacular when it comes to the British Superbikes, really. Brad Ray again. Josh Brooks just behind them. And then you've got the Bennetts, which is basically a Kawasaki, and they scream. Sounds absolutely phenomenal. Really, really, it's kind of got the Castro livery as well for the old green, white and red, which looks really, really nice. You can see the rain coming in behind me again just in the background there. So it's always good. Like, I love it, I love the British Superbikes. It's always been a championship that I've followed 26 years now. And the sight you get for here across, so I'll just spin you around, you can have a wee look at this as well. So just coming down, this is Leslie's here before McIntyre's, and then you've got Duffus Dip just up here. You've got Brad Ray, big flame for the Yamaha. And then along the straight you can see that twisty back and forward there. And then down towards McIntyre's, all the way down Butcher's, along the back straight into the chicane at the back, along the back straight towards McIntyre's. So if you come to Knockhill, you can stand on the inside of the circuit and you can actually see the full track. And then you can see the hill in the background there. Now the camera's not doing it justice for the weather that's coming in. We'll have another look at that as well again. So down the hill to the Duffus Dip into Leslie's, into McIntyre's. Once they get through McIntyre's, they go down the back straight, into the dip, up into the chicane. And then they go slightly out of sight, but you can see them just the top of them as they go along the back straight there. And then they go into Clark's just on the far side there. And you do get a phenomenal view. If you stand up the top of the hill, you can actually see the full circuit from up there, minus the hairpin. If you want to go to the hairpin, that's obviously the bit where the last dices and things like that go. So that's just a look at Knockhill as it goes. You can see the whole track for what it is. The rain's really coming in now, it's kind of drizzly. You can see behind me it's brighter than it is dark. There's Storm Stacey going out again in the big Ducati, the bathing Ducati. It's not the same as the BMW. The BMW last year, you were getting some monster flames out the back of it, but you don't seem to get that out the back of the Ducati. But I am going to see if I can capture some of the shots of the Yamaha with the big flames coming out of it. I'll have another look now. It's sketchy going across the paint there for one of the Taz racing bikes. There's the Bennetts again. Superb, it really is. It's just brilliant to watch. You can hear that scream for the Bennetts there. Leon Haslam in the Ducati Moto Rapido. I might do this at most corners just to give you a look at what's actually going on, because you might not come up to Knockhill very often, and you might not make it to the British Superbikes this weekend, so I might share my views as I go along. There's Rory. So you get an hour-long session just now, and then you get a 20-minute pre-qualifying. The Honda's got that really low booming sound as well. It's quite unusual for the Honda. Normally the Honda screams, but it's quite a low booming sound for the Honda this year. Oh, big flame again for the Bimotor. Superb. Listen to that. That's the Bimotor there. And then Leon in the Ducati. Oh yes, that sounds gorgeous. What a sound. And then all the way, you can see the rain coming in now. It's really getting heavier and heavier. It's got now. Rory again. Oh, nice. Spectacular. Spin you around again just to have another wee look. There's a Honda. So you can hear the noise of the Honda this year's very low booming sound rather as the scream. Even the Knockhill Racing bike, Josh Brooks there, that's got the low boom, the low boom as well. So what we got this time? We got the big flame again for the Bimotor, superb. So that's where I'm standing just now. I'm going to move on. I'm going to take some more shots for the top here. I'm going to move on to the Buckingham McIntyres, maybe somewhere else. But that's inside the Duffy Step. So here we are. We've come underneath the commentary tower now for the end of the practice. And one of the best views in British Motorsport for sure. It's right across the fourth road bridges there. You've got them coming out of Clark's and you can hear the noise of them flying down the back straight. That's the Ducati of Leon Haslam, that one. And here's Scott Redding, listen to this thing. He's so far away, but it's so loud. But you can see right across the fourth bridges from where I am. And you can see behind me, you can see Clark's just behind me there. But the noise of the BSB bikes just really sets the view alight. And it is for sure one of the best views in British Motorsport. Because you can see the rain flying by in the background. And it creates a beautiful atmosphere. Even though we always get pounded with the rain up here, it still looks absolutely stunning. Plus you've got them going across the start-finish line just behind us here. I thought coming up here it'd be quiet, but I'm surrounded by it. And you can see the commentary tower just behind me. That's the Gary Stagg commentary tower. Graham Bedell and Duncan Vincent is the commentary team today. It's so good. So good. I'm happy to be capturing this atmosphere on camera today. There's Storm Stacey on the bathing Ducati. I may as well just stand and listen to this. Listen to that Honda. Woohoo! So the Honda sounds phenomenal, it really does. That's the factory Honda. And it sounds absolutely spectacular. Oh man, in this wet conditions, they're coming round that back corner and lifting the front wheel. Honestly, you wouldn't believe that. So just as they come along what's called Hislops, they used to be called railway, they're actually getting the front wheel off the ground while they're leaning over in the wet conditions. Absolutely unbelievable. What a view you get from up here. You can actually see the full circuit from here, all the way from Duffy's, all the way down. And if you stand up where the guys are behind me here, you can see all the way down to the hairpin as well, so you can actually see the full circuit from this banking just behind me here. And it's unbelievable. The noise is incredible. So that's Bradbury's Yamaha. You can see the bikes as they come out of there in the wet, squirming. As they feed the power on, the whole thing starts to squirm. And you can hear it as it spins up. Scott Redding across the start-finish line, you can see the bike lift and squirm. Here's a factory Honda. Again, it's Jason Halloran, you can hear that squirm as it goes. And here, big one. That was, and then Rory coming through. Oh, big slide, massive slide. Woo! They really are struggling with the grip coming out of Clark's, just with the hill and the turn. Oh, you can hear that Honda spin up. And there's Bradbury again. Beautiful sounding Yamaha. Oh, another big slide. They're really struggling with the grip here. And they're cutting that last bit of the corner, so they're hitting the paint on the turn, just in the curb they're hitting that paint. So this is a great place to view. So if you ever do come to Knockhill, be sure to have a wee run in here, and that's where you'll see some of the spectacular action. Well, no one to be a downer on things, but this weather is absolutely miserable. I am not going to lie. I am soaked to the bone. I don't know if you can see my legs. Can you see my legs? No, you can't see my legs because the thing follows me. I am absolutely drenched, and I don't know if I'm very jealous of all these people that cut about with these big dry robes on. Normally they cut about like in a windy day, but it's dry. This is miserable. I mean, if I turn that off, it's just heavy, heavy rain. Of all the days of the year, for it no to rain, this is the one we wanted to not rain for BSB weekend, to see these guys absolutely pushing the boundaries of these bikes. But it's just pissing down, man. It really is. Absolutely pissing down. There you go, there's my windscreen there. What an FP1 though for the BSB boys, that was phenomenal. To see them coming round the back end of that track, squirming, and then up the front straight, you can see them lifting the wheel, but the bike just does not want traction. Absolutely fantastic, it really is. It's the sidecars that are out just now. I think I'm going to take a break for the next kind of wee while. I think the BSB's back out for 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I think it is. So I'm going to take a wee bit of a break. I hope I can get this parking space again tomorrow. It's only Friday just now, so we'll get 2 more days. My feet are absolutely soaked. I thought I would wear the Timberlands today. I've got kind of Timberland trainers on, but nah, absolutely soaked. I'm starving, and for some reason none of the food places are open either. I know it's only Friday, but there's quite a big crowd in for a Friday actually. There you go, look at this. And then you can go, I can see again. Oh man. So yeah, I've got some shots from I've done the vlog from the first corner at Duffus. I've done it from the centre point coming up and over Clark's from in there. So what I'm going to do for the next part is possibly head, well, I'm at the hairpin and that's where we're parking, but I could head to the chicane and I could head to Clark's and catch them coming through there. And then tomorrow we'll pick it up. Hopefully the weather says tomorrow has to be mixed conditions, so wet in the morning like till 9 and then dry for the rest of the day. So if that's the case, it should be absolutely phenomenal. I don't want it to see the weather keep away the people, because I want to see the crowds come in, create a bit of atmosphere and stuff, so it's always good. But we're going to dry off, get a drink, dry off a wee bit, contemplate life choices and pick it up from there. But I'll give you a wee look at the vlog now. I'll give you a wee look at some of the footage that I've captured, and then we'll pick it up after I've had a wee bit of a dry out. Hopefully this weather goes off, and yeah, let's see what happens later on this afternoon. So that brings FP2 of the BSB today to a close. 20 minutes FP2, but it's just getting silly now. The weather's just closed in and it's so bad right now. It really is. Heavy rain for FP2. So I'm coming along to the hairpin just now. I've been shooting at Clark's for this round. What I'm trying to do is just capture some of the speed. Some of the elements of the speed of these guys is incredible. But you can hear the noise of these things going up the straight. It's phenomenal, it really is. So just give you a wee look at the hairpin and show you what the section here is. So if you want to stand here as a spectator, the view you've got if you stand at the bottom of the hill here. So give you a wee look at this. As you can see, you come along the straight and then you've got them going all the way up the straight there. This is the only part of the track you can't really see from the rest of the circuit round about the back end. So the safety car just now, just give a wee look at that while it comes in. So that's the safety car coming through. You can see the level of water that's actually coming off of the thing. Absolutely crazy how rainy it is today. So that's me. I'm going to sign off for the day actually, because that's me done. I've done everything I need to do, and I'm just fed up of being soaking wet. So I'm going to get myself up the road, get myself a takeaway tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow, hopefully, with less rain. Taking a wee bit different now, because I'm actually talking on this camera in front of people, which is something I don't do very often. So I'm going to get myself back in the car away from this pissing wet rain. We'll get back up here tomorrow morning. Hopefully, like I said, it's going to rain for a wee bit, but no all day as much as it has been today. I was going to go to the toilet, but not even going to do that. I'm just going to get in the car and go. Hopefully beat the traffic on the bypass on the way back up the road. So that is day one, Friday BSB. I hope I get this position tomorrow for the car. I'm going to be up here really early. Great position for the car. Can't believe there's still folk coming in. There's nothing to go but pre-qualifying to do this afternoon. So on the road, I'm absolutely knackered for running in this rain. Up the road, and I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome along, day 2 BSB Knockhill. Weather has changed. The weather is glorious. The weather's to be nice all day today. Unfortunately, when I was coming home yesterday, because I decided after just being soaked all day that it was just enough, the BSB's pre-qualifying actually got canned anyway. So it's been shifted forward, so I've actually left the house a little bit earlier today. Got it all packed up, been to get the coffee. Just coffee's back in hand again. So it's a common theme this, every time I'm doing one of these, it's a common theme to start with the car chat. Anyway, enough of that. Early in the morning and it's BSB day. And we've got a race from BSB today. It's not till 4 o'clock this afternoon, but we've got a race nonetheless. Qualifying, so it starts 8 AM I think it is. I think it starts 8 AM with practice 3 for 15 minutes. Then we've got something along the lines of Supersport, practice 3. Then we've got pre-qualifying today instead of yesterday. It's moved. And then we go into a couple of other of the qualifying sessions. Then we jump to Supersport sprint race. And then we end on the BSB. Wow, that's cool. End on the BSB, the first race of the weekend, basically. Now, I don't think I'm going to make Sunday. I've got things I need to get done. I've managed to get up Saturday as well, so I don't think I'm going to make Sunday. Just with things going on in the house and things, I think Sunday's a day that I'll take to just get everything ready. We've still got loads of stuff to get ready for leaving the property in a couple of weeks' time. So I don't think I'll make the Sunday, which is unfortunate, but life unfortunately gets in the way sometimes. It doesn't get in the way. It's a big change and we've been waiting for it for so long. So looking forward to that. So we'll get that done and I'll catch up with the highlights on the day later on tomorrow night. So yeah, the weather's looking great. There's loads of the stunning scenery around here that you get with the kind of moisture coming off of the trees. So it just looks phenomenal. But let's crack on. I'm going to drink my coffee, listen to some music, and I'll catch up with you once we get parked up. Well, that's us here. Car park's filling up. Look at the campsite, it's absolutely busting, which is amazing. We're here, parked up, sun shining, a massive contrast to yesterday. Absolutely glorious, it really is. Going down to the chicane for the sports bikes start, and then the BSB for the FP3. So for the morning warm-ups, we're going to go to the chicane, so we're not shooting into the direct sunlight. You can see the blue skies absolutely gleaming above me here, which is phenomenal. Looking forward to the start. I've parked up in the same place as yesterday, which was really good. Knackered already, I've only walked about half a mile. But sport bike starts in about half an hour, so we're getting my space next to the fence. So standing at the chicane, you can see the view that I've got here. It comes through the bottom of the hill, all the way up and along the back straight here. Because of the aperture, if you set it the depth of field beyond beyond the fence, so 3 metres and beyond, you actually don't get the fence in the shot. So I'll give you a wee look at that when the bikes actually start coming. But yeah, we should get a free view from here then. So we've come round to the far side of the circuit this morning. Superbike FP3 just finished. A wee incident with Storm Stacey, just lost a water pipe on his bike. But you can see here, this is the McIntyres into Butchers and all the way up and over the chicane. Glorious sunshine, but it is a little bit windy this morning. So that's where we started this morning. We did the junior sport bike and the Superbikes from here, and now it's time for the British sport bikes themselves. I'll give you a look at the bikes when they come round. You can see on the bankings here as well, the crowd really start to fill in. It is a Saturday. We've got the green flags here to run the sport bikes. So I'll give you a wee look at the bikes as they come around. So you can see them come over the top of Duffy's Dip from here. This is a great place to watch. Standing right in front of the speakers isn't exactly the best idea, maybe. I'll move away for that. Let's move away for the speakers, shall we? Just so we can get a wee bit better speaking. It didn't really help. So here comes the British sport bike. So what we'll look at, we'll show you they come over the top of Duffy's Dip here. Lovely dry weather, so you get the full usage of all the curbs. And then they come down McIntyres round towards you, power down the straight into the dip. It's a great place to watch from around here. Up and over the chicane. It really shows you the changes in the elevation in Knockhill especially. So you can see them come down this dip here, and then they go back up, and it's steeper than it looks on the camera to walk it every day. You can see that the steepness of the hill is quite severe, and it's a blind crest into the chicane itself. So that's McIntyres there, into the Butchers, and then up into the chicane, and then along the back straight into Clark's. And they've always got action into this. It's a proper dive bomb place to get into. You get a really good view, plus you've got all the benches here as well. So I highly recommend this as a watching place if you manage to, and come up and visit the KMSC event and watch some of these guys that are racing in the British Championship, racing in the KMSC events. It's a fantastic weekend. So that's the start of the British sports bike. Just taking a wee break in the car. It's absolutely roasting, it's glorious. I've been out in the car now, it's 10 to 11. Super stock qualifying's going on. That 2 red flags in that event, some issues around the back end of the circuit. I've came to the hairpin. Now I've not done any videos from the hairpin on this camera because there's way too many people for me to feel comfortable talking on camera. So I'll see if I can give you a look. So if I flip it, you can see on the top of the hill there just how many people there actually is at the hairpin. It's absolutely chock-a-block, it's fantastic. The parking's going on way over the back of the hill now. I'm in priority parking in the gold season pass holders. So I've parked right at the front, which is excellent. The Saturday today, the weather's great, and not just that, if I move you over here. Obviously Saturday's only the main event of the day at the weekend, but they are the day you get most action, if you ask me. You get morning warm-up, you get pre-qualifying, which is after the super stock, then you get qualifying itself, and then you've got a race. Whereas tomorrow, you get you get 2 races. One's a shortened race and one's the main race, and one is just the morning warm-up for 10 minutes. So over the last 2 days, you actually see the Superbikes more than you do on a Sunday. It's just most people end up coming on a Sunday. I've bumped into a couple of people that I've had known for a few years now, so it's been good to chat to people. Good to see you all around, good to see some familiar faces, and good to see that people are enjoying the British Superbikes. A lot of the years of me coming up here, I did the car racing stuff, so now that I've kind of focused on the bikes for the past number of years, it's good to see that people are getting involved in the bikes as well, rather than just the cars, because the bike racing is just as, if not more popular in a certain way, but phenomenal. The weather definitely helped today. The Superbikes this morning were absolutely mental, so I did that from the McIntyre's area this morning. Kyle Ride absolutely on it, right down by the lean angle is like nothing else. Phenomenal. Scott Redden, the sound of that Ducati is just stunning. What a machine. A couple of moments as well, but overall, Storm Stacey had a bad warm up this morning. He had a hose pipe come loose, as I mentioned earlier, so he parked the bike. So Michael Rutter and some of the Bathams team came down for a look at what was going on. Storm's merch wagon's literally right in front of my car. I've walked by there a couple of times. He's not been in, but I've seen everybody going around. We waved for Jason O'Halloran yesterday as well. So yeah, it's been a fantastic weekend so far. Just taking a wee break in the car out of the sun, having a wee drink, and I'll get back out to it very soon. That's not a good sign when the ambulance rolls back after so long either. So that's the update as it goes. I might go and have a wee vlog down by the hairpin bit just to give you a look at what's going on there. The race isn't until 4 o'clock this afternoon and it's only 11 o'clock, so we've still got 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours to go before the actual BSB race, but we've got Super Stocks, in which we've got Ollie Barr in. We've got Keogh Walker in there as well, so we've got some Scottish lads in the Super Sports as well. So that's basically it. So we'll go out and get off my lazy ass and go for a walk. So currently on track now is the qualifying for the Superstock Thousands, which is, as you can hear, they sound absolutely phenomenal, flying up the back straight. We're heading towards Clark's again for the next session of BSB, because we've never done Clark's for the BSB, done them most other places, so that's the next idea, is head to Clark's for BSB, see them coming up over that crest, and then maybe get them up and down the straight here as well, just to capture some of the speed. Everybody else can go to the corners and capture that. Just trying to be a wee bit different. So we're walking along. That's the next port of call for us, is BSB at Clark's. Well, what a stark contrast to yesterday. I'm absolutely sweating buckets, and yesterday I was absolutely soaking. It's absolutely mental. You see how busy it is as well. Put a wee time lapse on this. Proper busy. It's really good. It's really good to see. It's sidecar qualifying, I think now. Which again, I've come back. It's the BMW Cup after this. This is on for 10 laps. This is a race. That's a race. Must be a 2-lap race. 2-lap warm-up laps. After that, we've got the BMW Cup, which I kind of log on to TSL, or I kind of get access to any Wi-Fi to check the grids and things. I need to see what Ben and Drew are looking at, as well as Declan McLennan as well. Just some of the Scottish lads in the BMWs for the weekend. What a day so far. What a day so far. I can't believe it's 12 and I feel like it's 7 o'clock at night. I'm kind of gutted that I can't make it back tomorrow. I just can't do it. Just with life. I love this series. I love this championship. It's absolutely phenomenal. And if you ever get the chance to visit any other circuits in the UK that BSB visit, just get yourself along to it. And definitely come along to the KMSC rounds that are coming up. You get some really good racers that are in this series today, racing in the Scottish Championships. So the likes of Drew Payton, Declan McLennan, Ben McCluskey, trying to think of the other ones. But you do get all these guys, Keane McDonald, you got all these lads that are racing week in, week out. They're getting a chance in the national level. Right now the weather says it's 16 degrees, but it definitely feels warmer than that. I think I'm going to have to stop somewhere for... I'm going to have to go somewhere for some food and a drink, because I am getting a bit parched now. It's been so long of walking around and stuff. So I think it's drink time, and then I may see what happens beyond that. Super stock, super sport races have all been, and next up is junior sport bike. The races have been excellent, I'm not going to lie. They've really close at the front until somebody fell off on the super sport race, which kind of split the pack a wee bit. But the race kind of third, fourth, fifth was really good. So going back to the car then now, we'll flip out the battery. I seem to have spent half my day hanging around the hairpin, which is not very often I do that. I don't really hang around the hairpin. It's less and less of somewhere that I find that, because it's so restricted. But I've spent loads of time trying to get atmosphere shots using the crowd. I've got loads of track stuff, so basically trying to create the atmosphere that's here today, because the crowd is fantastic, really busy. That's a nice car. As you can hear behind me, the junior sport bikes are on track. So we'll get to the car and we'll change the batteries out. So this is the view for BSB race 1 of the weekend. You can just see us at the top of the chicane here. This is a phenomenal place, because as you come over that curb there, I'll see if I can zoom in. As I come over the top of that curb, the back end goes light and it squirms all over the place. It's absolutely fantastic. So this is definitely one of the more popular places to stand and have a view of what's going on. As you'll see from tilting down, the crowds are definitely hanging around. Behind me here as well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We're not losing
loads of crowd.
massively, to be honest. Obviously, it's a short metric track.
So this is race 1 of the weekend for us.
I did maximise the
My only race of the weekend. I decided that tomorrow is a no-go for me, so I'll definitely be calling it this. For me, I've got things to be done tomorrow, so this has been a glorious day with the weather. Looking forward to this race actually. Some really it's a good grid, so it should be spectacular. The camera's kind of dying, which is unfortunate. The batteries in the monitor are gone. All 3 batteries, because of my charger went missing. Basically, I left it in a box and put it in storage because I'm dumb. So we're 10 minutes away from the start, and it should be live on TV as well. But yeah, hit that like and subscribe button if you want more of this content. It's definitely been enjoyable this weekend, and I've stepped outside my comfort zone. As you can see, I'm standing in a big crowd and I'm talking on camera, so that's a new one for me. But if I can do it here, I can do it when I'm shooting the KMSC stuff as well. Big sunshine right behind my head. Great idea. So yeah, race 1 BSB. Let's get some shots and hopefully a nice, good, quick, safe race. Well, there we have it. That is the end of my weekend for the 2026 British Superbike Championship at Knockhill Racing Circuit. It's gutting, because what a spectacular championship that is. Absolutely phenomenal. See the noise and the speed. You just can't comprehend it until you've actually been there. Do not miss the chance next year to get along to the British Superbikes. Get along to all 3 days. Friday, yesterday, was completely empty. Yes, it was a shit show with the rain, but that's no Knockhill's fault. That's the weather's fault. We live in Scotland. We deal with that situation as and when it comes. We all accept it. We love it. Whatever. You see the talent of these boys in the rain. But today, on that sunny weather today, oh my God, it just absolutely phenomenal. What a noise. That OMG Ducati of Kyle Ryde. Kyle Ryde's style is one of the best I have seen. Absolutely spectacular, really is. Well done, Kyle. Well done taking the race win. Unfortunately, Brad Ray had an issue. He had a malfunction down, which is just one of these things when it comes to motorsport, but what a result and what a spectacular race. Dominated it from the get-go. And yeah, this morning watching him in morning warm-up and stuff run at McIntyre's, just ace. ace. What a show. But the noise as they fly down that straight into the hairpin. Brilliant. Well done to Knockhill staff as well. Really, really good all weekend. I've had no issues. Normally with the parking and things, because it's a bit soggy, you can get stuck or you can have a few boggy issues. But no, with the gold season pass and things, or the media pass hold that I've got for the season, absolutely brilliant. The parking at the bottom of the hill was absolutely phenomenal. Every day I get in, absolutely brilliant. Staff always really helpful, so thank you again to the Knockhill staff. All the marshals at BSB are second to none. They guys do a great job. Getting the incidents cleared up that quickly is spectacular. Hopefully I can get the chance in a year or so, get more chance of covering more British Superbike events. Absolutely love the series, always followed it, and I love being a part of it. I love getting along to the events. I would love to go down south and get some shots, I would love to be a part of that situation. I love the BSB, I love the noise, I love everything about it. It's a superb championship. So yeah, but that's me signing off. I have a couple of weeks now to get stuff ready, and then we potentially will look at getting back to maybe East Fortune, I think's the next one, or Knockhill at the end of July for the KMSC. Don't miss that as well, guys. If you're watching this wee video, get yourself along to the KMSC event. That's another phenomenal event as well. You've got the Superbike races that weekend as well. But with that, you've also got pre-injection 600, you've got the lightweight championship, and you've got the future Scottish Stars. Anybody who was at BSB this weekend, you've watched the guys that race in those races. Keel Walker, he'll be there, maybe. But Keel Walker races in the KMSC championships. You get Marley McKenzie, who sometimes pops along. These guys, they race week in, week out at the KMSC as well. So do not miss your chance to get along and watch bike racing at Knockhill. Support your local racers. If you want to see more Scottish guys make it into BSB, this is where it starts. So come along to the KMSC and support your local racers. Build on Scottish motorsport. That's what we need. You pay money to go watch your football team. They play 90 minutes, but for 20 quid you can get a full weekend racing, and why wouldn't you? Absolutely brilliant. Anyway folks, signing off. It's been long enough. Another amazing weekend. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow along, and be sure to share this with friends and people who like motorsport, or people who just want to listen to me chat garbage. But I've loved it, and I look forward to doing it again. Hopefully you've enjoyed some of the passion that I can share with us, and hopefully we can build on Scottish motorsport and bring it to a whole new level, and maybe see some Scottish people push into the higher levels. We don't want just Rory Skinner, we want more. Ollie Barr as well, OB in the Supersport Championship. What a race as well. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So hit like, subscribe, share. Let's hit those watch hours, let's get it up, and let's make this a big thing. Until the next time, guys, thank you very much again, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.